Dragonflight Season 4 is on the horizon. It is called the Awakened Season and we have a pretty good idea of what it will look like. In this video, we will briefly go over its core systems without too much detail, see what is good and bad for Havoc Demon Hunters in the new patch, as well as how we can prepare for it. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Felfire Gaze channel. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And let's get into the video. In Dragonflight Season 4, we will only be doing Dragonflight content, nothing from other expansions. Now for Mythic Plus, we will be doing the 8 original Dragonflight dungeons, which have been nerfed repeatedly already. Many mob mechanics have been reworked, given better visual clarity, or completely removed. I think this iteration of the dungeons will be way smoother and enjoyable than what we had in Season 1 and Season 2. For raiding, we will be playing all 3 Dragonflight raids. Each week, one of the 3 raids will be Awakened, dropping Season 4 loot and having increased difficulty in the forms of extra boss health, damage, and probably some raid affix that has not yet been announced. Now, if I would guess, I think that we will start from Vault of the Incarnates, moving on to Aberus, to Amildrasil, and all over again. We will also get a weekly quest for our Spark each week, rotating between 3 different ones, one associated with each raid. We specifically asked as a community to not get a weekly raid rotation, but it's still happening. By killing Awakened bosses, we will be farming antique bronze bullions, a currency that can be exchanged at vendors for the best gear possible. You see there is a vendor for Amildrasil, a vendor for Aberus, and a vendor for Vault of the Incarnates. Now here we can get the best trinkets, weapons, or rare items, you name it. The items purchased with bullions can also be upgraded to max item level mythic gear, so you can completely skip mythic raiding this patch if you don't feel like doing it, and you can still get max item level raiding gear. Now the item level across the board will be increased by 39 item levels, so our current mythic eye level is 489, which will be the equivalent of 528 in the next patch, and the very rare items from the last and pre-last bosses will be able to be upgraded to 535, like maybe the Oguri or the cloak from Scale Commander Sarkareth in Aberus. Havoc will need most of the pieces that we already use, like for example the Thorncaller Claw from Council of Dreams, or especially if you're doing Mythic Plus, Ashes of the Ember Soul from Smolderon. This is the only 2-minute trinket that you can pair with Metamorphosis, and of course we're going back to Vault of the Incarnates to get the Seal of Derana's Chosen, the Fire Damage Ring from Eranog will be beast once more, and for me personally, I'm looking forward to my personal favorite, the Manic Grifttorch. I really love this trinket, how you burst with it and do massive damage. Now, to address the big question, how is Havoc going to perform next season? After the 10.2 rework, we have an extremely good damage profile that works very well in all cases. Given there is no extreme class tuning, we will be doing pretty much really good, and we will be playing exactly as we are right now. No new super crazy combination of talents or items from multiple raids will change this. This will make us a solid option for all sorts of PvE content. However, if Vengeance stays exactly like it currently is, which is extremely overpowered, we will be probably pushed outside of the meta, especially in the really high keys. As Havoc Demon Hunters, we would hope for another tank to rise and challenge Vengeance, preferably Protection Paladin or Blood Decay, who fit really well with us. In order to prepare for the new season, there are a few things that you can do, many of them are common to most of the seasons. First, I highly suggest that you quickly check the mechanics of the Dragonflight dungeons and raids to make sure you are fresh when the season hits. Secondly, I suggest keeping a Spark, an Enchanted Wyrm's Crest, and the Season 3 socket in your bags, just in case we need to craft an item with Toxified Armor patch early in the season. I would craft it on Bracer or Belt. Thirdly, make sure you stock some consumables now that they are extremely cheap. Finally, if you want a PvP, don't forget to stock 15k honor to replace your gear at the start of the new season. The rework of 10.2 made Havoc really good, and I had a blast this season and looking forward to the next one. If you want to see what the next expansion holds for our class, make sure to check out the video on screen. If you are on mobile and YouTube does not display the link, you can find it in the description below. Make sure to comment, like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.